It was meant to be a chill sleepover at Nora's house with me and Paige. Her parents were away for the weekend, so she had a comfortable attic room filled with pillows, fairy lights, and scented candles. We were eating popcorn, scrolling TikTok, and laughing at ridiculous memes. Normal Friday night activities. But about midnight, the electricity took off. Nora lighted some candles, and everything seemed spooky. The glow flickered off the walls, and the room became very eerie. We all stared at the flames when Nora said,
"Let's do something creepy."
Like what?
Paige asked.
A seance or something.
We didn't have a Ouija board, and none of us knew how to conduct a proper seance. But then I opened my large mouth. I smirked and asked,
What if we use Snapchat to summon Morwenna? What? Snapchat for planchette? Yeah. I saw this post on Reddit where some people use snaps of a recently dead person to summon his spirit. It totally works.
By doing it on Morwenna? I don't know.
The room froze. Morwenna was a senior at our high school. She perished in a horrific vehicle accident only a month ago. She was driving at 93 miles per hour and used Snapchat's speed filter to prove it. She slammed into a divider, dying instantly. People claimed her head was twisted at an abnormal position, and the worst part? Her phone kept broadcasting for hours.
Some people watched the footage before it was removed. They said you could see her reflection in the window after she died, as if she was still watching.
Not funny.
Paige muttered. However, Nora was already holding up her phone. We were curious and at the same time bored, a poor combo. We sat in a circle. The only sources of light were 2 candles and the glow from our phones. Each of us opened Snapchat and pointed our cameras toward the attic's darkest areas. Shadows spread strangely across the walls. We whispered in unison,
Morwenna, show us through here.
We continued like this for a few minutes when Paige let out a gasp.
Guys, my filter's acting up.
We stared at her screen. The dog filter flickered across the empty space behind her. Then it vanished. Then sprang up again. But the ears were too long this time. The tongue was gray. Nora's screen captured a second face. A thin and pale outline lingered behind Paige. Nora turned around.
Nothing's there.
She said hastily, but her voice was trembling. I pointed my camera at the mirror by Nora's bed. It was cracked at the top, only a hairline split, but I swear I saw something move behind my reflection. A thunderous crack echoed throughout the room, and the window sprang open, letting in a gush of wind. Suddenly, my phone snapped its own photo. Nobody touched it. It just snapped. We crowded together, shivering as I opened it. A face could be seen at the mirror, looking down at us, but it was wrong. The eyes were excessively big, and it didn't look human. I dropped my phone.
I'm done. Turn it off. End it.
But before we could do anything, Nora began murmuring. Her voice did not sound right. Rather, she laughed in a deep, guttural voice that came from within. She rocked back and forth. Her eyes had rolled so far back that all we could see was white. Paige grabbed her by the shoulders and shook her.
Nora? Nora, stop!
Nora did not stop. She continued babbling, faster now. Her lips moved, but the noises didn't match, as if her mouth was on hold. Her entire body trembled. We panicked. I blew out the candles. Paige grabbed her phone, turning on the light, thinking if we flash it on Nora, she'll break free from this trance or whatever it was. But it didn't stop. Nora fell to the ground. Her body started to contort at impossible angles. Her bones broke, yet she remained silent and did not scream. Her face, or maybe I should say the face on her face, kept smiling at us while her body moved uncontrollably. Her head struck the floor with a dull thump. We continued. I'll never forget how her body looked, like a puppet with its ropes cut. We phoned her mother and the police. She was rushed to the hospital, and to our shock, she survived. Nora woke up the next day with no recollection of what had happened. She looked pale and unwell. She claimed she felt watched, but brushed it off. And in the doctor's report, not a single fracture or scratch was found on her body. We all promised to never discuss it again. Nobody at school would understand. But 3 days later, we received the news. Nora was found dead in her bedroom. Her mother stated she appeared to have died in the middle of a scream, her face frozen with dread. There was no evidence of a struggle. There was no sign of foul play. It was just her lying there, rigid and chilly. Her phone was found next to her. They said her Snapchat was still open. The camera had been pointing at the ceiling. In the final photo, a face was just apparent among the static. We spotted the same face behind Paige that night. I wish it was the end, but 2 nights ago at 3:14 a.m., my phone buzzed with a Snapchat notification from Paige. There was no message, just a photograph taken in a dark bedroom focusing on a particular corner, and I could see something standing there watching me. I removed it. I threw my phone across the room, but I continued to hear voices in my sleep. I see glitches on my screen. Sometimes I notice a filter flicker in the air next to me. I don't use Snapchat anymore, but I haven't deleted it either, because deep down I believe she wants that. Maybe none of this would have happened if we let Morwenna rest in peace. Did we just bring her back? Or does she want us to join her wherever she is?